Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl Talk. My name is Kirsten Blaylock. I'm joined by Lexi Zolo and a bunch of surprise guests because today we're talking Man City. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a soccer team in the Premier League. You'll learn more about it. It's very exciting. We're also going to talk about the history of football, American football. We're hitting both footballs today. How cool. And then Lexi's going to give you her top 5 with an exciting piece of news at the end. So don't go anywhere because Girl Talk starts right now. Back. If you forgot in the 18-second intro, we are talking about Man City today. Now, if you don't know about the Premier League, you're about to learn because I'm joined by some awesome guests. I'm here with Ezra Hines, Dominic Moeller, and Juice Scott. I said Juice, but I still said your last name. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You know, I wanted to put on a little bit of camouflage to disguise myself from the Wolves over here.
You told me right before the show you're the biggest Man City fan.
Yeah,
I heard it.
You literally said how much you love Phil
When it comes to packing Erling Haaland, I do love him. I do love Man City a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah. But
Okay.
Arsenal at heart. Arsenal at heart.
No.
I'll block this for it.
No.
Not the Arsenal talk already.
I'm a huge Man City fan, guys.
Yes,
Been
you are.
since day
It's
one.
the right team. Right
Since
team.
day one.
You made it.
I did.
Yeah, kiss the badge. Kiss the badge.
Okay, so for those of you who have not been here, we talk players first. Ezra gave me a list of 5 players. I want to start out with my personal favorite, Sergio Aguero. He doesn't play with Man City anymore, but when he did, he left because of a heart injury.
He left for Barcelona. In his first game for Barcelona, he had a really bad heart injury that forced him to retire, unfortunately.
That's so upsetting. But when he was with Man City, he had 275 appearances with them, 184 goals, and he was kind of an assist machine. He has 47 assists. But during his prime, he was averaging from 27 to 34 goals a season, which is a little less, a little bit more than one game a season, or a game. It kind of just depends on who they're playing. But, he's a really strong player. He uses his head, and you could see that. And when I was watching some of his clips, I can't play any of them because we'll get copyright struck. But when I was watching some of his clips, you could tell he's got a very, organized way that he goes about, controlling the ball and then, getting it in the goal.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really cool to watch him play as opposed to some of the other strikers that I see, not only on Man City, but in the Premier League in general. So I'm going to throw it to you guys, talk about him a little bit, show me some.
Yeah. So, we got him from Atletico Madrid, and he helped us win one of our first Premier League titles back. It was 2012 or 2013, yeah,
you know.
against that crazy last-second QPR goal. That was
That's going to live in infamy.
That is
Yeah,
the
that's-
greatest moment in Premier League history.
That makes him
I don't care.
Yeah. That makes him a legend right away.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure. That was a
1000%.
crazy moment. But he won the Golden Boot in 2014-15 for most goals in the league, and
So
he's
is that,
constantly-
sorry, for anybody who doesn't know, is that what the Golden Boot is?
Yes.
The most
Correct.
goals
Yeah,
in the
most
the
league?
most goals in the
Most
league,
goals in the league.
or a
That's
tournament or
Word.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's helped us win multiple Premier League champs. I think he won 5 altogether at his time in Man City.
I wanna say
And
that.
yeah, after he left, between that time period of Aguero and Haaland, we were constantly looking for a class striker to stay in the first team, and we weren't able to find it until Haaland came along, but he's fitting in real well.
I mean, Aguero's a legend at heart, let's be real here. But I will say his international play also should be a little bit recognized, not just for Man City, because Man City, they weren't that good before they got the funding. They weren't that good. They weren't that guy, pal. But
How much did Arsenal spend this summer? Okay.
Whoa, that was a lot.
And it was all on Havertz. It was all on Havertz. Let's get that.
Not a
real.
good
Let's get
choice,
that-
not a
Let's
good
get that
choice.
real here. It was all on Havertz. But Aguero's still a real legend, goal scorer. His international play was great, but Man City, we'll let him slide. I like him.
We'll let him cook.
We'll let him cook a little bit.
Aguero was exactly who made me a Man City fan. When that moment
Let's
in history,
go!
I just started watching toward the end of that season that we won. I think it was 2013-14, and that was the season where I was like, ooh, I really like this guy. He seems really good. Like every time he hits a touch in the box, it goes in the back of the net. And then that moment, forever in my heart, he became my favorite player from that point on. So that was the man that made me a Manchester City
I feel
fan.
like a lot of people think like soccer's boring to watch, but especially when you're watching a player like him, like there's always like something going on. It's exciting to watch. You know, there's always goals being
1000%.
scored because sometimes soccer can be like a slow-paced game.
Yeah.
But when he's in, like it's super exciting.
The second
Keeps you on your
touches the ball,
toes.
you know it's going on target, whether it's going in the back of the net or not. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
That was Ezra's canon event. That's
Yeah,
what made him.
1000%.
That was his canon event.
From
Twist
that
it
point
up.
on, I never wore a single red item ever in my life again.
Well, I wanted to get into your next player you picked, Yaya Toure.
Oh yes.
Yaya
man.
Toure's strength.
Another legend.
He is a very versatile player because he's very offensive and defensive. But I heard he ended his career because of a coach. What's that about?
So that's very close, right? Pretty much. Like basically, when Pep Guardiola came in, Yaya Toure was getting toward the end of his career. He wasn't exactly the quickest anymore, and so Pep wanted to, rejuvenate the side. He wanted to basically rebuild the side from scratch almost. So he got rid of a bunch of our players, like Joe Hart, him, Martin Demichelis, even though he should have never started for us. But no, yeah, Yaya Toure just happened to be one of those guys that he phased out. So, but just in general, Yaya Toure is by far my favorite player I've ever watched at City.
Really?
Like, Aguero has my heart to this day. Like he did all like the goal scoring and stuff. He won us everything. That's why he's my favorite. But like my favorite actual player to watch is by far Yaya Toure.
Seems like this guy's got a lot of favorites.
I know, I'm like,
going on there.
is the next
I'm
guy
sorry,
your
it's
favorite
almost
too?
like it's my favorite.
What thinking? A little bit of
No,
a
but-
thinking face emoji on that one.
No, but to play center mid and be so versatile, what you need him to drop back CDM, he's got it.
Yeah.
You need him to go forward and
Yeah.
get playing the 10 role, get you an assist or goal, he's got it. Whether you need him to sit on the halfway line, make sure nothing gets past him, like there's
do it.
nothing he cannot do. He is literally by far my favorite player to watch, and he was so silky on the ball as well.
Before you finish that, I'm gonna have you actually, Juice. You're wearing a Kevin De Bruyne jersey, right?
I am.
So now I'm gonna ask you two this question real quick. Who would you rather have at prime, Toure or De Bruyne?
Are we talking about like who's better in their prime, or are we talking about
Just who would you rather have? Who would you rather have?
Prime? I would probably. Oh, that's
Yep.
actually tough.
See, I brought the
probably-
questions
I
because
would
you know
probably
what?
take De Bruyne. I would probably take De Bruyne.
I think I would
You
take De
better.
Bruyne as
De
well.
Bruyne, De Bruyne
Dang.
scores so many goals and assists, and
He's
he
the-
just plays the
Torre's
perfect
your most
pass
favorite
every
player,
time,
though.
but-
No,
See,
no,
I'm on his
no,
toes.
that's
I
the
told
thing.
you.
That's the thing. Your
Coming at it.
favorite player doesn't have to be the best player, and
That's
what-
true.
Fair,
That's,
fair.
that's one thing that I liked about him a lot.
Okay, so I want to move forward, and we have more players, but we're running out of time, and I want to talk about this season's schedule because last year Man City did win the league.
And the year before that.
And
And
more
the year
like
before
Arsenal.
that.
And basically everything
Arsenal
else.
just choked the league. They didn't win the league. They just choked the league. That was it. Arsenal
We took
choked
it
the
from
league.
you.
Are
We
we
took it from you.
surprised? Are we surprised?
That's besides the point.
That hurt a little bit there.
Last
Okay,
year
that's
they
fine.
went
That hurt.
28-5-5. They had 5 losses to Brentford, Tottenham Hotspur, Man United, Southampton, and Liverpool, which is my favorite Premier League team.
How'd they do
I
last
couldn't
season?
tell.
Stop! Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Hey, I
We're not
mean,
gonna
they're
talk
moving
about
on to the Carabao Cup, to be fair to
That's
Liverpool.
what
Wow.
I'm saying.
Trophy season, boys.
CFL
Just
Cup.
saying.
Anyways, I want to throw it really quickly though. They have a game against Arsenal, which is Dom. That's your team, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Now we could crack the knuckles. Now we could get right into it.
They have a game against them, or a match, sorry, on
October.
October 8th. And right now, Man City is favored to win, but also they are first, and they're 6-0. And
Why
How does
wouldn't
that
they
make you
be
Let me
feel?
break it
Why
down
why
for
wouldn't
you.
they be favored?
Mikel Arteta, who was previously under their head coach,
Yep.
he knows their sneaks. He knows all their little games that he's going to play. They have a little bit of a vengeance. We have a chip on our shoulder. We choked the league last year, but guess who's back? Gabriel Jesus, who he is the Man City slayer.
Yeah, where'd you
Slayer?
get it from?
Yeah,
Where'd
it's
you get it
almo-
from?
I wonder
That's
where.
why I'm
I
saying it.
really
That's
wonder
why I'm
where.
saying it. That's
The
why I'm
comments
saying
coming
it.
from
It's almost
inside
like
the
half the
house.
team is from
Yes,
us. It's crazy.
Zinchenko, Arteta.
Hey, you guys couldn't win with them, so we took them, and we are
Yes,
winning
we
with
could
them.
win. Literally
We
did
could
win with
We
them.
did
I'm
win.
just saying. Just
Every
saying.
trophy they have has been from us.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
guess-
sorry. Other than the Community Shield that started the season, don't let me
Yeah, let's
disrespect
calm down
them.
here.
You
The
know?
Community Shield
Good
wasn't the
job.
greatest.
Great
Won a
job,
trophy.
boys.
Won a trophy.
It's one more trophy than you guys this year. Just saying.
Oh no, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
3.
yeah.
We'll wait,
Boo-hoo.
we'll wait.
We're fighting with the punches here. Come on now. But
Okay,
no,
that'll be
I think
our
Arsenal wins that one just because their attack. City's defense has been a little bit, as of late, a little bit shocking. I know they haven't found their best four in the back.
I don't know how true that is.
Yes, in the league, yes, but outside the league, they have not been. I don't think you should put Gavardio at left back. I still stand by that. I think he should be a center back. I'm not a big fan of Akanji.
I love Akanji.
Akanji is so good.
He's
Akanji
the
is so good.
He's our more influential center back because
No.
Ruben Diaz is the guy that does all the hard work.
100%.
Akanji is the guy that playmakes from the back.
No.
We can't win without Akanji.
I would rather
It
put
sounds
Ake
stupid.
over there.
It sounds stupid because Akanji's probably like
Ake's
the
also
ninth
great.
best
I love
player.
All right,
Ake's
guys. We are about to end the segment, but right before we end, why should our viewers become Man City fans?
Because we win absolutely everything. If you want to become a bandwagon fan, we'll accept you. But if you want to start from scratch,
bandwagon fan,
we have a
please.
very good core, and I think we're gonna win a lot. So you won't have to deal with suffering and pain.
Fun
All
to
right.
watch.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go to commercial.
If you
we'll
like
be
the
back.
Warriors, you'll like Man City.
That's it.